Hello and welcome to my Shogun 2 Legendary Campaign tutorial with Chosokabe. As you can see, I'm in the first battle against the rebels that are spread up in your province. And what usually happens if you attack them straight away is that they go camp on this hill, which can be a bit of a problem, a problematic problem, especially on Legendary when they get more elite units like the Yari Samurai and Yari Cav. The Yari Cav especially is very hard to take out. And what I'm doing right now is attempting to bait the Yari Cav out. As you can see, they're running down the hill for some stupid reason, not backed up by the infantry, which is a big mistake from computers compart. However, this is on Darth mod, and the computer's a little bit more intelligent than the normal vanilla one. As you can see, it retreats straight away as it sees the spear wall, and so I need to try and put shots on the Yari Cav again to draw them back down, put my bowman in front of my spear wall, and then retreat them back, and pretty much rinse and repeat until they take the bait. So yeah, we'll let you watch that. It's not much to micro, I'll be honest. It's not hard to do it. You can even put your bowman on skirmish mode so they do it automatically, but I would advise doing it manually because it's generally better. What I do is put it on anyway and do it manually anyway, because I find that it gives you the extra advantage just in case you do forget to micromanage them. Though you shouldn't do, because it's what you should be focusing on anyway. Okay, so whilst that's happening, I'm going to talk about my army's military weaknesses and strengths. Obviously, the Chosokabe has superior bowmen. They can shoot more accurate and more faster. So that's their main kind of strength. But their weakness is obviously light cav and Yari cav, which will absolutely destroy bowmen. So we will make sure to have some kind of counter for that. Right now it's my Yari Ashiguru spear wall, but in the future I would advise you to invest in some Naginata Samurai. Naginata Samurai are good against infantry and cavalry, so it won't have any weaknesses. It's a good thing to have as a defensive kind of wall for your bowmen, and you won't get completely cut down by any kind of swords, spears or cavalry, so it's a good all-round kind of setup. I'd also advise you to get some Yari Cav, pretty much to take out any swords or any cavalry themselves. So that's kind of your main army setup for Chosokabe. As you're going to see, I'm going to be moving my Yari Samurai to the right. The aim is to pretty much lure them in once more time into my bowman, and this time I'm going to cut off the hill with my Yari Samurai. I do it okay, but I don't do it as effectively as I could have done. But it's really hard to time because obviously you don't want to be charging your Yari Samurai in too early because they'll just back off anyway. So I feel like I timed it okay. I've made enough presence to cause confusion in the Yari Samurai, in the Yari Cav, sorry. So yeah, as you can see, we get a couple of them speared. They start to read back, then they see the Yari Samurai and they go straight back into the spear wall. I then push my Yari Ashiguru into the Yari Cav, pretty much destroying it. So yeah, that was a really good play, I thought. So as you see the Yari Cav wavering, we're gonna try and sort out our next setup for the kind of charge up the hill. Obviously, they've got bowmen as well, so they'll be shooting back at us, and we don't really want to take too many losses. This is our first battle, of course, so you don't want to make us weak to the AI on the campaign map. So as you see, I have a pretty nice setup. I charged my Yari Ashiguru up the hill. For some odd reason, Darth Mod's AI didn't retreat their bowmen and let their spear walls take the brunt of my charge, which is obviously a failure on their part. As you can see, all my units are kind of coming up the hill slowly using my Ashiguru as kind of fodder, but they're doing pretty well. They're taking out the bowmen are now wavering, and soon you will see the AI spear walls kind of come out of formation and start charging down the hill at me as soon as the bowmen do rout. I got my Yari Samurai at the back of my Ashiguru to make sure that they've got some kind of support as well, and my two generals are going to be kind of inspiring and running. My general here, you see my Ashiguru break the bowmen. They start charging down the hill, so I retreat. So I've got a bit more support by my Yari Samurai, more close to my Yari Samurai and my general. I then put them in spear formation to absorb this big charge they were doing with 3 units. So 3 units versus 2 units. Spear wall formation is extremely good. against cavalry, against infantry. It pretty much keeps them at bay and holds them down. You can see that I'm starting a flanking charge with my second general, and my first general is kind of moving up to inspire and rally my troops. And this kind of edge of the hill is kind of the 300 Spartans at Thermopylae. They are kind of in a funnel, so their entire charge is it's not really counting for much, which is always a good idea, always a good thing to have. The cavalry is now bringing round to over here. You know what's going to happen. It's going to be the traditional hammer and anvil kind of charge. And my Yari samurai get a rapid charge up the hill to try and support and hold these men until my cav get up there. And again, my general's kind of waiting around inspiring troops, not really doing much. One unit of the Ashiguri starts to waver, which is always good. It's pretty much 3v3 units there, and my cavalry's going to pretty much tip the balance. My bowmen are doing really well as well. So that's pretty much going to be it for this battle. You're going to see a kind of a mass rout. It's going to start a chain rout, and we're going to have some killings. So yeah, that was a really good battle. I hope you enjoyed this, and you'll see the rest of the cutscenes and the killing, and you just enjoy that. And stick around for the next video, which will be the campaign video after this battle. So I hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.